On the news tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari arrives France for Paris Peace Forum. And in business, Federal Inland Revenue Service generates 4.3 trillion naira in 10 months. And on the foreign scene, Somalia bomb attack kills 39. A beautiful evening to you and welcome to Superscreen Flagship News at 8, broadcasting to you live from our studios in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. I am Blessed Omonose, and now the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has arrived France ahead of the Paris Peace Forum taking place between November 11th and 13th, 2018. According to his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, said the president will participate in the first edition of the Paris Peace Forum slated for November 11th to 13th. Adesina also said the forum, organized by the French government and a number of non-governmental organizations, was based on the simple idea that international cooperation is key to tackling global challenges and ensuring durable peace. A Nigerian has assumed the vice president position of government group of the International Labour Organization (ILO) governing body, following the election of Chris Ngige, Minister of Labour and Employment, at the 107th section of the International Labour Conference. Director of Press from the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Samuel Olowokere, said the ILC was held between May 28 and June 8, while in Zanzibar. He is the current president. Nigeria is expected to take over presidency of the group at the 108th section of ILC, scheduled to hold in June 2019. Chris Ngige also addressed the 334th section of the governing board of ILO on behalf of the Director General of the governing board. And away from that now, as the world celebrates World Science Day for Peace and Development, the UN Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO scientists, have urged governments at all levels to focus on research and development for the growth of the science and technology sector. The scientists who disclosed this to journalists in commemoration of the day in Abuja said the World Science Day for Peace and Development, marked annually on November 10, was adopted by the UN Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization in 2010. Director Center for Satellite Technology Development, UNESCO, Spencer On, said that science and technology were the keys to developing any nation. He said that Nigeria is not there yet in terms of developing science and technology because we need increase and serious funding to develop the sector. The essence of pedestrian bridge, also known as footbridge, is to provide safe mode of passage for pedestrian or cyclists. In this report, Superscreen Ikiru Kaibe takes a look at the use of pedestrian bridge at the continuous habit of crossing highway roads by Lagos residents. Details in this report.
Pedestrian bridges are constructed to help people cross roads with heavy vehicular movement, thereby cutting off the risk of speeding vehicles and reckless drivers. In Lagos State, there are over 100 pedestrian bridges, and few years ago, the Lagos State government, in a bid to reduce accidents, enforced the use of the pedestrian bridges with penalty for defaulters. However, as Superscreen television went round the Ketu, Ojota, Obanikoro, Fadeyi and Onikpan pedestrian bridges, some residents could be seen abandoning the bridges to cross the major highways, not minding the risks involved. Speaking to these residents, some attributed the attitude to the length of the bridges, dilapidated state of the bridges, and lack of maintenance, while others attributed the use of the bridge to safety and security.
I see no reason why you have to cross the road, because it is not safe for you. There's no matter how much you could be in a hurry, you can't compare it with your safety. If you are very much in a hurry and something happened unexpectedly, accident is always unexpected. So it's just safe for you to follow the rules. Government is trying to protect us for ourselves. So just try and follow the bridges that have been provided for us.
It's good now. It's good. It's for our own safety. It's not meant for goat, for dog. It's meant for for woman being. Have you?
I've seen some scenes like I think one old man like going to church and like going to early mass morning. Then when woman wanted to cross the road, like coming from church again, a car just hit the man. That's just the end of that man. So I don't know why they use the road. I mean, the president bridge is there for them to take it and cross the road. It will take them anything at all. But some people they were like, oh no, they take time. It's to do this.
In each of the bus stops that we have on this Ikorodu road, there are pedestrian bridges to be crossed, and I think it's okay enough. It's convenient to climb the bridge.
The people that have no power to climb the bridge, they should create some enforcement agency to make them across the bridge on a lateral movement, because the health of some people may not be affordable to climb the bridge.
Some of them are high. Maybe they should just reconstruct it, that they should make it, because there is two step. That one of it is very high and the second one is very low. Maybe they should make the two very low so that they can use it.
This pedestrian bridge were made for human beings and not animals. I saw a picture where cows were climbing pedestrian bridge and human beings were crossing the road. So it's kind of like very, very, very crazy.
Èèyàn gan wọ́n risky life wọn láti jẹ́ pé kán máa gùn sọdá express tí bridge wà ńlẹ̀. Ó yẹ ká lè máa manage ara wa láti máa gùn.
The bridge is very long and maybe some people have to carry a load. So that's why they don't like to use the bridge.
There is no enforcement mechanism to compel pedestrians to use the bridges, and some residents say drastic measures should be taken to enforce strict adherence to safeguard lives.
This bridge has been falling people, different kind of people, a woman that carried a baby, and even pregnant woman, they used to fall down. The baby, the children, they used to hit their head on the step. They used to fall down anyhow. Some will injure themselves. The government should please help us and do something about this bridge. It is terrible. The bridge is weak. They should do something about the bridge. It's very weak.
Most of these bridges were built during the military era, and they've not been taken care of. Like, they've not been fixed or maintained at all. And apart from that, I think once it's like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., you find out people are always scared to pass these bridges because of hooligans.
If you go to Ojota, you will see that the median has been barricaded. I think that is what they should also do all through this Ikorodu road. And another option that I feel the government can do is to put security in place, security men, people in place, so that at least whoever crosses the express should be arrested and pay fine immediately.
We should be arresting them, or we should pay fine of any amount. I think that's the best thing they can do, just to save their life.
While Governor Akinwumi Ambode-led administration have been lauded for its efforts in constructing several pedestrian bridges, some of these bridges are now in a poor state. Therefore, the residents are calling on the government to do more in its maintenance culture. Nkirika Ibe reporting for Superscreen Television.
Moving on now to politics, COA and some other opposition parties in Lagos have denied involvement in the endorsement of the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for 2019. According to reports, the 45 opposition parties under the coalition of the Progressive People's Party were reported to have endorsed Sanwo-Olu at a meeting on November the 2nd. Some of the listed parties in the endorsement of Sanwo-Olu are Progressive People's Alliance, New Nigerians People Party, COA Party, Independent Democrat, Accord Action Alliance, and People's Redemption Party. At a news conference on Friday in Lagos, a group of other opposition parties, including Independent Democrats, Accord, C4C, AA, and PDM, also denied attending the endorsement meeting. As a lot of politics to Imo State, where one of the candidates battling for the Imo State governorship ticket, Uche Wonsu, has insisted that he is still in the race. Wonsu made the information after the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, had published the list of governorship candidates from various states yesterday. Senator Hope Uzodinma was recognized as the flag bearer of the state chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Speaking through his campaign director, Chidi Ibe, Wonsu called for the arrest of those that published Uzodinma's name. He said the party cannot truncate the mandate given to Wonsu, insisting that they would do everything possible to stop the party from taking away the mandate of Imo people given to him. And still on politics, now to Ogun State, where the state governor Ibikunle Amonsu has failed to persuade the National Working Committee, NWC, of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, to replace Dapo Abiodun with Adekunle Akinlade as the party's governorship candidate in the 2019 elections. According to the list of governorship candidates released by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, yesterday in Abeokuta, Akinlade's name was not on the records of the electoral umpire. The names of the 26 candidates vying for the Ogun State House of Assembly that were backed by motion were missing on the list of the Assembly candidates. Also on the list of the 39 candidates from various political parties are former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dimeji Bankole, as flag bearer of the Action Democratic Party, ADP, and the two-time governorship candidate, Boyega Nasiru Isiaka, who now flies the ticket of the African Democratic Congress, ADC. And now to security matters, where the Nigerian Air Force, NAF, says the Air Task Force of the Operation Lafia Dole has neutralized several Boko Haram terrorists in an airstrike it's conducted at Talala in Borno State. NAF Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ibikunle Daramola, who disclosed this to journalists in Abuja, said the operation was carried out on Friday. Daramola said the operation was carried out following credible intelligence reports that Boko Haram terrorists appeared to have relocated for some of their fighters from the fringes of Lake Chad in northern Borno to establish new camps along the Talala-Ajing-Bonk axis of the state. He also said as a result, ATF dispatched 2 Nigerian Air Force Alpha jet craft to attack the camp in multiple waves, leading to the destruction of some of the structures and killing of several Boko Haram insurgents. And coming up on Superscreen Flagship News tonight, Federal Inland Revenue Service generates 4.3 trillion naira in 10 months. We'll bring you details of this and more in business news after this break. Please stay with us. Glad to have you back, and now to business news. The Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, says it generated 4.3 trillion naira as tax revenue between January and October this year. The Executive Chairman, FIRS, Babatunde Fowler, who disclosed this during the Commission's special day at the ongoing Lagos International Trade Fair at the Tafawa Balewa Square. The FIRS Southwest Head, Federal Engagement and Enlightenment Tax Team, Angela Fadausi, expressed optimism that the service would meet up with its 2018 revenue targets before the end of the year. Fowler also said that the agency focused its attention on businesses with over 1 billion naira in annual turnover without any record of commensurate payment of tax obligations to boost its revenue performance. And still in business, over now to the aviation sector, where the federal government has said the new terminal of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, will be completed and put to use by the fourth quarter of 2019. The Minister of State for Aviation, Hadi Sirika, who disclosed this at a stakeholders meeting in Abuja, said the terminal will be delivered before the general elections in February. Sirika also said the new terminal at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, will be completed in the next 4 weeks. He also said that the new terminals in Kano and Enugu were in advanced stages of completion and will soon be put to use. And now to this report on business news. Commercial food business in Nigeria is a lucrative venture, as testified by food vendors. Speaking with Superscreen Tolu Ojeme in Lagos, food vendors said the business is not as profitable as it used to be due to high cost of commodity in the market. Find out more in this report.
Commercial food selling has been described by many as a business with huge potentials and not meant for the lazy. In Lagos State, the commercial capital city of Nigeria, There are hundreds of food canteens, popularly called buka. These canteens spread across the length and breadth of the state, with different outlets selling varieties of food known home and abroad. Superscreen crew went on a survey of canteens in Lagos State to do an aggregation of the food business in the area and how profitable it is to venture.
I like commercial food selling business because it reduces the expenses incurred, and as a result, there is peace of mind for the entrepreneur. Commercial food selling business is very stressful. As a matter of fact, it is as stressful as other jobs.
We realized profit before, but now gas is high. Price of pepper and other foodstuffs have taken over our profit.
So at the end of it, 1,000 you end up buying 5,000, 6,000.
It is a very tasking job. Before you cook, prepare amala, make soup, and then the stress you go through in buying the ingredients.
When once the customers are not turning up the way we expected, it will make you, whatever thing you cook, you will be having leftover. A lot of people will tell you, I don't eat leftover food. So, but if you're a good management, you'll be able to know when the customers are fluctuating. You reduce your hand in cooking.
Wanyocha is a popular food vendor in Onikpan area of Lagos State. She shares the intricacies of her business and how over the years she has catered for different appetites of different people who patronize her.
We are making profit, but our credit is too much. Before we sell a plate of food 150. Before 150, but now everything is very costly. We are selling a plate of food 250. No profit. Credit is too much. The stress is too much. At least in the morning I'll be waking time. Around 4 o'clock I don't wake in time. If you go market, everything very costly.
Interestingly, amala is a food customarily known with the Yoruba people. In Lagos, it is a meal enjoyed by all, regardless of ethnic and tribal differences. As a business, in this line, it is described as a tasking venture which requires discipline and dedication, while they also agreed that it is possible and as well profitable. They called on the government to tackle inflation of goods in the country.
We are calling on the government to help reduce the prices of foodstuffs so that we can maximize profits.
Àwọn bíi rice, bíi beans, bíi gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ń wọlé ní káàkiri orí òkè òkun, gbogbo tó wọlé ní ọ̀dà tí wálẹ̀ iná kó wálẹ̀.
The government should help us to reduce the price of goods in the market because it is taking over our profits.
Make everything come down, rice come down, egusi come down, tomatoes, make everything come down so people will see the thing they will eat.
No doubt, food business is one that has the capability of reducing the unemployment rate in the country. Peradventure, you are not in any business at the moment, this might be an option for you to consider.
And away from that, now to the oil and gas sector, where Brent crude oil sank Friday under $70 per barrel before a weekend meeting of major oil-producing nation in Abu Dhabi. In London morning deals, Brent Northeast Sea crude for delivery in January fell as low as $69.69 per barrel, a slide of 96% on the day on surging U.S. energy stockpiles. The report comes as OPEC and non-cartel members meet this weekend to discuss a possible cut in crude output amid slumming prices. And still ahead on Superscreen Flagship News at 8, Somalia bomb attack kills 39. We'll bring you these and more in our foreign news. Join us again.